As most men don't want much from life, an expensive car, a high-paying job, the libidinous lifestyle binging on California's finest, and the love of many adoring beautiful female all at the same time. Sounds like a player type of guy. This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about the 5 skills only players have. There are some guys who enjoy breaking girls' hearts, and keeping count of the number of girls they have slept with is a difficult task. Every innocent girl who joins the list of girls they have slept with is celebrated like a trophy. Such guys are referred to as playboys. There are certain traits and qualities possessed by playboys. The ladies are starting to see and recognize these traits. Thus, they're able to avoid falling into their nets. Like hunting animals, playboys have specific needs which are usually matched with the time of the day and the season. Being a playboy that doesn't have to be handsome or rich, capitalize the face of medium and thin wallets alone can be a playboy. Being a playboy, there's a specific trait they have in common. Here are 5 skills only playboy have. Number 1. The I don't want to label our relationship boy. These boys aren't the worst, but they're just as annoying. They want to do everything a relationship consists of, and because a girl wants a relationship, she plays along as well, only to find that they don't want to label it as a real relationship. It can get confusing. But when dealing with playboys, it's important to realize that they're playboys. They don't want to be tied down. Urban Dictionary defines them as a boy who makes you feel special. It makes you feel like you are the only girl in his life, when really, you're just 1 in 100. Not to mention that he's strictly only into sexual relationships. He might be doing all the things a relationship might consist of, but at the end of the day, he's only in it for one reason, and that's also the reason you're in this world, literally. You might think playboys are just really stupid, annoying, and confusing, but think about it. If they're already getting everything they want from you without having the title of being your boyfriend, they don't want to be tied down. And if one relationship fails, they can just jump back to the other one. They're having the time of their lives, while victim at home watching Netflix alone, wondering why he won't make your relationship official. They're smarter than you think. Before we move on to the next one, like this video, smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell right now, or else a player will break your heart. Number 2. The one that only uses a girl for money and fun times. Yes, you heard that right. These types take girls' money too. As weird as it might sound for some, to be with a guy that's just taking your money, it happens. Very rarely, but it does. With these boys, they have to be very careful with the people they select to be their side ladies, because otherwise, their goal will not work at all. A player specifically talked to you just to get a sense of your self-esteem and how a girl treats herself mentally. From there, they can then analyze if you have a lot or a little self-respect for yourself, and that is when things get interesting. If they notice that you have a lot of confidence and you're comfortable in your own skin, they will most likely leave a girl alone because what they want to do will not work on her. On the other hand, if a girl is completely self-conscious and have zero confidence in herself, they will latch onto you like a leech, but only if the girl actually has something to offer them, like money or materialistic items. The thing is, they notice when a girl don't have enough respect for herself, so they then proceed to sweet-talk you and tell you things you want to hear, thus leading you to trust them enough to give them the things they want, like money and food and so on. Number 3. The vampire type. Players or playboys are called vampires because, well, similar to vampires, they only come out at night. Maybe if the girl is lucky, she will see them in the daytime, but that rarely happens, so don't count on it. Those boys will want nothing to do with you in daytime, but as soon as the moon comes out, you'll get notifications of them hitting up your phone. Whether they want you to come over or for them to come over to you, or simply just talk with them over the phone, these types clearly want nothing to do with you. They just hit you up at nighttime when they're bored and alone. They literally couldn't care less about what happens to you. Even if you try to make a conversation with them in the day, it's like they're non-existent and nowhere to be found. They play mind trick with a girl by making her think they care so much about her at night, and then they leave you without hearing a word from them the whole day. And they know exactly what they're doing and how to get her to forgive them for it. Players know all the mind tricks. They're not as dumb as you thought. Number 4. The last type that sees you're doing well and then wants you back. Don't we all love this type? They stop texting you, and as soon as they see the slightest bit of proof that you're still living and breathing without them, they want you right back. But not to fix what they started, but to finish what they started and pull you down even more. Similar to the cocky type, these boys think they're the best thing that has ever happened to you. But if they realize that you don't need them and your life actually doesn't revolve around them, they begin to panic, which is why they come crawling back to you after you've worked so hard to bring your life together. These boys are literally the human versions of leeches. You know, those aquatic creatures that stick to your skin, sucking the life out of you, and you have to pry them off. They may be little, but they leave a lasting impact. Even though they might not give you an infection, they can do a lot of mental or self-damage. These are only the 9 main types, but I'm sure the list goes on. As long as you have the knowledge of what these boys really want and an idea of what they're trying to do, you know now not to get up in what they're trying to do. Number 5. The excuse maker. The classic playboy filled with a million excuses for why he didn't answer a message or pick up her call. Do these sound familiar? His phone died, he fell asleep, he forgot to press send, he doesn't have good signal. It's okay if they have an excuse once in a while because life happens, but if he's telling excuses every day, there's a reason for that. And that reason is he finds the girl annoying and wants nothing to do with her. But he finds it too scary to actually man up and say it too. Fact that he isn't saying he is not interested means he's leading her on to believe he actually does like her. And by continuing the charade by saying a lot of excuses makes this type as much of a player as all the others. When he finally decides enough is enough and he's done with telling you excuses, he will most likely just walk out of her life and leave without explanation, leaving her worried and confused because it seemed to come out of nowhere. Players do not fancy relationships and would prefer to have flings and uncomplicated affairs. As soon as they see that the ladies are getting too attached or starting to take their relationship to another level, they find ways to break off their engagement. They're comfortable with the concept of friends with benefits. But because they know many ladies would not want an affair like that, they pretend they're in it 100% and play on the ladies. What are your thoughts about these 5 skills only players have? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.